So I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine. We're business affiliates now, and we used to be Walmart associates, Walmart managers actually together. He still works for Walmart, but we were just having a funny conversation. We were just talking about what if Walmart had an incentive program for the money card. Now, for those who don't know what the Walmart money card is, it looks like this. Is that blue card. I'm not even sure if they're different now, but you usually find them at the register. And they're just prepaid cards, and a prepaid debit card back with Visa. And so with the same process of any prepaid card, the only money you can spend is the money that you deposit. Now, the mannerism of however you deposit it is up to you. So you can payroll deduct, which is just depositing your paycheck into it because it's the same form. It's just an account in its own way. Or you can load money. There's circumstances where people need to load money to use a card. You can go pretty much anywhere, at any Walmart, and this card is going to give you that type of access to deposit as if it was like a bank for Walmart. And so the beauty of it is, as long as you keep a certain amount deposited a month, then the account is free. There's no fees. I think it is a $3 fee per month. But as long as you are getting a deposit, you don't have to keep that amount in there, but you have to make sure you deposit. It's between $50 to $250. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. But again, that was for those who don't know how it works. Now, the incentive program would be if we open up, because he has a card too. So if I were to refer him to open up this free account for Walmart, basically through Visa, this prepaid account, and he were to just start direct depositing, his paycheck, or direct depositing money or whatever he was going to do with it, but he at least did $60 a month. They just want you to save to make sure you keep in a savings account $60 a month, and they're going to pay you an incentive. And so the incentives would be, by the level of affiliate that you were with this program. And so let's just say there were 4 different levels, and there would be a bronze level, so you would have to save $105 one time, you just keep it there. And then you'll have a silver, and then a gold, and then a VIP. So it'll be 5%, 10%, 15%, or 20% return, referral commission for what, however much that person deposits into their account, or however many people you get under, your referral team, So with Walmart, they encourage this because the more cards that they have out there, the more money they know to bring in, because as soon as you deposit, especially Walmart associates or anybody, as soon as you deposit it there at Walmart, where you're probably going to spend on that card right there at Walmart, and so the money just kicks back to them. So, but at the end of the day, it's a great business. But the only difference is, what if they paid you? So let's think about if you got 10 people, to start spending on this card, and they're just going to deposit their money and use the card however they want to, and you were to get 5% back from that. Just a quick number of 50 people can bring in over $1,000 additional income at 5% of what someone is spending. Because with residual income, it's what people say, oh, this is money when I'm asleep. I'm making money when I'm asleep. Like, that's what residual income is, because Lord knows Walmart is open 24 hours a day. So if you can imagine, every time this Walmart money card were to be swiped, for at least $60 of transaction, therefore with $60 deposited, and you were to make 5% from that, you can make an extra $1,000, $2,000 a week. So every 2 weeks you're going to deposit at least, let's just say $1,000 every 2 weeks of your regular paycheck, right? So if everyone that you can think of, let's just go with the 300 Walmart associates inside of the store. If everyone was on the same team, making residual income off of the deposits, just off of you working, you're going to keep your regular job. You're going to still work and get your every 2 weeks paycheck. But with this incentive program, because people are going to be spending money every day, Walmart is going to pay you every week just to get you ahead. What would an extra $500 a week, do for you? What would an extra $1,000? $1,000 a week, $2,000 every paycheck. That's $4,000 a month, $48,000 a year. What would an additional $48,000 a year do for your life? That was the conversation we were having. And think about it. Walmart can afford to pay you, this money, because they're going to make it times 10. actually probably by millions, but if they were to just pay you a little bit more, because if you think about how many transactions that can happen through this card, and even if they're only paying you 5%, every time you were to hear one of those beeps, every time you were to scan something, and then that total order, they were to swipe this card, you're going to get 5%. You know that because they're using this card. How many of those cards would you sell? And you're not selling them. They're giving them, it's their money. I'm sorry, excuse me, let me make sure the terminology is correct. How many accounts would you open? Free accounts, by the way. Just have to direct deposit. You can spend your money, but you have to direct deposit just using this form of currency, which is Visa. Visa is accepted everywhere. How many of those, cards would you get open? How many of your friends and family are over 18 could use this Visa card, this prepaid card? Your kids, their paychecks, not getting into credit, learning to save their money, because this is going to force you. You're not going to lose the money. You're not going to lose it. The $60 that they want you to keep, they just saying keep it in there. That's it. You're not losing it. It's just going to be in the savings account over here. You're going to be able to know it's there, but you have to have this minimum, And so, if you could think about that number, extra $48,000, we'll just stay with that number right there, extra $48,000 a year. How many of those free accounts would you work for? You'll be a hell of an associate, because the harder you work, even though Walmart's going to benefit, just like they're doing off you right now, but the harder you work, they were going to pay you this incentive technically for free. You just have to keep getting paid, but keep getting other people to start to use this form of currency. How many of you would do it? Now there's 2 million, 3 million Walmart associates out there. Think about, you guys all have the same issues. You're working 2 jobs, you know what I mean? It's, you're doing what you need to do to provide for your family. And like I said, this is not a Walmart bashing thing, but how many of you would do this? Everybody would, I promise you, because you can even do it off a payroll. It's just a payroll deduct for you. This is not even, it's so much of a win for you and for Walmart, because now they're going to be able to control so much more of the money that's coming in, along with their partnership with Visa. So everybody will win. But you have to ask yourself, and this is where we bust out laughing, was, would Walmart do it? And the answer is obviously not, because they will have to pay out. This can actually escalate into billions of dollars if you think about it. So no, they're not going to do that. But we said, man, what if we knew a company that did? That all this company asked you to do was to get people to open up these prepaid accounts. Save $60 a month, not lose, save. How many people would you get? And that's the question. So I'm sorry it took me 8 minutes to get there, but for anybody who watched this whole video, anybody who knows someone who worked at Walmart, please share this. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to see people's comments. And so, again, an extra $48,000 right now is the number. Extra $48,000. Thank you for taking the time, and please get back to me.